Meeting to order, 224 First Street. Bid.
Royce's property.
That got taken off of it, or no?
We were to have a public hearing tonight, but we canceled that due to the fact that, Dennis was, up at the cabin last week. So Cody and I will be meeting with Dennis sometime this week to discuss the details. So we will need to call a public hearing on January 24th at 6 p.m. for the land sale.
So now, who paid that? We absorbed that one, don't we? The planning and zoning, or the public hearing. Oh, there is no cost for the public hearing, is there?
For the public hearing, we have to do a public hearing before we do a land sale. Is that what you're asking me?
Is there a cost associated with the land sale? There isn't, or for the public hearing, there isn't.
No, they don't pay like a variance, no. Because we own the property and we're selling it, but we have to call a public hearing so the public can voice
Part of
their
that
opinion.
formality.
Yep.
Okay. Number 2 is the light plant parcel, blah, blah, blah.
Can I
which-
get a motion and a
Oh.
second on that?
I need a motion to
I'll make a
second.
motion to call public hearing on January 24th.
Do I have a second?
At 6 p.m. for a
Second.
land sale.
Second.
I got a second. Any other discussion? Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carries. Now I'll move on. Light plant expansion, parcel, it's real long. Anyhow, it'd be where, the,
Lost Sanity.
Los Sanity had their beer garden the last 3 years. The city owns that, and the EDA will need to discuss selling the whole property, calling a public hearing for the land sale to the light plant on February 14th, 2022. That is where the new substation's going to sit, and it's in our best interest to transfer that property or sell that property.
I do have a question. The light plant's a city entity, is it not?
Yes and no.
But that property is in our entity, so we have to transfer it
Transfer
over
the-
to them.
Really?
Yeah, to make it legal.
Mhm.
Because the light plant is run by the Light Plant Commission, which is appointed by the city council to run that entity.
Yeah.
And that's by law in the early 30s, I think they did them.
In the 40s.
Plus, I don't think they're tax exempt, so they probably end up paying taxes of some
Oh, okay,
sort.
got it. I mean, I'm trusting this is all good, I'm confused, because that seems
I know,
unique
it's,
to me.
but I'm only proposing that we do the transfer of the dollar.
The light plant would be prepared, I don't wanna speak, I mean, I'll take it to the board. I would assume we'll be prepared to do a simple lot division and pay for that, so that
So they will be paying the legal fees?
we'll have our meeting here after, I think it's next Monday. But I will take it to them that we'll pay the legal fees for the land transport and probably for a simple lot division so that you guys retain the parking lot.
No, we've already discussed that.
Oh,
It
Chris
is in our
wanted-
best interest, so that's why it's the whole
Chris wanted the
property.
whole thing?
We already maintain all of the plowing and everything on their property anyways,
Oh,
so
so it doesn't really change
instead of
anything.
acquiring more fees in regards
Okay.
to doing the lot division and doing a new survey and the whole 9 yards, we are just doing the whole property with the understanding that the city will continue the snow removal and maintaining the parking lots like we have been.
So with a, you know, barring the public hearing, I'd be able to propose that we just take care of the purchase of the property for $1 and any legal fees that would go with the filing of the deed word.
Okay.
So that's the,
Andy, is that your motion?
So I'll make a motion to that effect. Well, I'll make, this motion would be just for the public hearing, correct?
Yep, and then after the public hearing at our, meeting on the 14th, then you can then express the
Sure.
Yeah,
other
so you're
stuff.
just doing the public hearing right now.
Right.
I'll second that.
Okay.
I got a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Lots for sale by owner have been posted on Zulu. Working on website and Facebook to expand. These are Riverview Heights lots. I would like to propose that we sell these lots at full asking price and give back 40% if and when a house is built, 2022 or 2023.
So how does that work legally?
I don't know, can you help me out with that?
I don't like it.
You don't like
Already
it?
reading it. I don't have the answer
How-
off the top of my head, but.
How can we then?
You wanna make sure somebody builds.
Yes. I
Well, I
don't
mean,
want them to have this 40% and then the lot sent empty, like all of them have. And so,
What do we have right now that are?
Oh, so the way it's
Three.
working right now is they're getting 40% off when they buy the lot, and you
And-
wanna change it so
and
you don't
we
get the
have-
40% until the house is built.
yeah, but how can we do an incentive? Because we're missing out on all of that revenue that should be coming in on the value of that house that's supposed to be
Right.
going on there. We give them 40% off, and we should have made them pay full price at least.
Can you put that as part of the sale for deed for sale, whatever, screw that terminology up.
That's why I put it on here. I want you guys aware of, so now we have two,
I just need to ask a couple of questions. I mean, I have to answer a couple of questions that I have, so.
can this be something that we discuss late? I mean, we don't have to make
At
a
a
decision.
future EDA meeting, like the next one that we have, I
Yep.
think I could have an answer to that.
Yeah, so I would guess I would
Is that-
propose we table this pending legal review for further discussion.
Yeah, cause I wanna answer the issue with the sign, and I can put this in. as well.
The bigger issue with that though, wouldn't it be, what are you gonna do from an auditing standpoint if somebody buys a lot in December and you're
I know.
holding,
I get that, but if you guys are okay with giving them the 40% off, but those lots sit for 5,
How many do we have right now that are sold that are not built?
3?
3,
1, 2, 3, for sure.
That all-
No,
the
5.
People
These-
came in and promised, oh yeah, we'll buy it, we'll build a house, and they just sit empty.
They're sitting empty and they're paying the taxes on a bare lot.
So I guess what I would
Sir,
say is.
can you have any
Which
terminology where they would have?
which is better than us paying taxes on
I
the
agree
lot
to
side.
that.
No.
Well, we were under the impression they were gonna build when they were in here and we gave them the deduct.
Yeah.
but the other thing is, those impressions, those were good faith impressions at the time that it was actually gonna happen, I think, in most of those cases.
There's 2 of them that I'll give them the benefit of the doubt due to COVID
COVID
and
and all.
everything that went down. But on the other ones, I don't give the benefit of the doubt because there was more than enough
Opportunity
opportunity.
to build
Before COVID happened and
Yep.
prices skyrocketed and
Right.
But, yeah, so think about it. I definitely wanna make sure that if they are gonna send empty, that we're not losing out.
Well, I don't know legally if this is possible or not, but if you held the whole purchase price, or at least that 40% back, and issued it at time of what's the word I'm looking for, a letter of inhabitability, or what's that letter you get up there?
Certificate of-
Certificate of occupancy, that's what I was looking for.
I know what you mean.
If you gave that, to them as part of that final transaction that they can move in,
Mhm.
that would be fine if it was legal, I guess, maybe a good way to do it. And then you could hold it, if you could hold it indefinitely until something was actually built on it, that might,
But I don't wanna scare anybody away.
no,
So right now on Zillow, I posted the 3 front lots.
See, when I'm trying to think about is like 3 different areas of law all at once. Transaction itself, taxes paid.
right,
There's just like 3 different layers of things that
Yeah.
I can't unpack right now to give you the answer to the question. Because I think practically, pragmatically, my gut says we can probably do it, it's just might make things more complicated.
Well, the thing would be is if you sold it, say you sold it for 30,000 or whatever, and then they're paying a full, full taxes on that transaction, and then you're giving them back 60% or 50% after the
Yeah.
fact. Are you paying taxes when you give that?
You've already
money back?
paid taxes on it likely, and now you're
Right.
giving it back to them, and now it's gonna be income to the, it's just,
Right, yeah,
it's like, are you cutting off your nose to spite your face is my question.
right.
So do
Yeah.
we, yeah, so,
Table it till next time.
I will restate my motion to table this pending legal review.
I'll second.
I would have seconded it.
I got a motion and a second. Do I have any other discussion? Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Number 4, redevelopment, for 116 West Main Street.
and right now, I just really wanted to give you an update. I'm just adding more to the back. I'm trying to find all of the abstracts and try to gather all the information that I possibly can in regards to any easements, any like roof repairs or anything. So that's what I'm gathering right now. But I did find the abstracts for two of the buildings. So, what?
Building
It's just two of the buildings, two buildings.
I think there was 3 to start with.
Well, the Veterans Park,
Was there 4?
Veterans Park was actually an implement dealer, but part of their building was on that, so they sold one part. Yeah, it's quite a history, and that's what I'm trying to compile right now and try to get everything, so it's ready to go, so.
What was our timeline on that again, please remind me?
Probably today was their timeline to post. Yep.
Disregard all electrical.
It's all good in the long run.
So what's the new timeline?
Probably February.
Until it's March.
Yeah. Then it's April.
We can post it right now as stated, I just don't have all the details. So if people come in and ask me questions, I don't have all that information. I mean, we could do a title search, and you could drop like everything you possibly could.
Sounds like fun.
I mean,
I'd rather not do title search.
Oh, you guys think about these lawyers' expenses and think they're huge. I'm cheap, man. You guys are getting me a bargain, so.
so I'm basically doing the title search,
Sounds good.
basically. So that's what I got going right now. Unless you guys have anything else that you guys wanna add and want me to do. You've been thinking about it, looking at it.
What, my question is, this is obviously gonna be a big, complicated project. Where are we going to advertise it to get it in front of the right eyes that we get the proper people
That's
to
a great
look at
question.
it? And it isn't something you just put in the Manila paper and, no offense to the Manila paper. I'm just saying that it's not gonna necessarily see the target audience we're gonna want to,
Who is gonna be big enough to be able to take something like this on?
Right.
There's gotta be
Well, you could put it in the league,
a website or something.
and you could put it on the builders,
Yeah,
Uh,
there's a construction bulletin where architects and developers look on, and I could do that.
There we go.
But it would cost, and I probably have to go through the full link to, probably jump on their subscription bandwagon to just get it posted.
So are you looking to develop the property before you sell it, or sell it as is?
on
Sell it.
just-
Sell
Sell
it
it
as
as is.
is.
Sell it, but we wanna get it to the right buyer,
That's exactly right.
so.
But the whole proposal is in regards to what they're gonna do after they acquire it.
Right.
Right, so that's a major component of the sale is the planned redevelopment of the property.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't so much that the building's worth a lot of money, it's what it brings to the downtown.
Right, you wanna be sure that you get the right things in here, I get that.
And again, we can't really make a profit, so, as soon as we get it for the sale.
And I don't think we are when I did the numbers, I was never taking any profit in consideration when we were going to the new building. This is more of an EDA project to get it back on the tax rolls, to make sure that our downtown stays vibrant
Actually expands.
Right,
and expand our
To your point.
downtown,
right.
yeah.
So maybe the best thing to do there would be to talk to Molten Bank or Wold or whoever and just see where they would recommend advertising a project of this size and complexity, maybe is the nicest way to say it.
That's pretty straightforward.
I do know that we do want to sell it and not, end up with the whole facility here, because when we got a estimate to, demo this, facility, the demolition was over $4 million.
Yeah, they're looking at a pretty expensive build to demo George's in New Ulm right now too,
$8 million.
something like that.
But isn't it,
It's all right.
George's ballroom's got trees coming out of the middle of the, ballroom floor.
You
right
can't even
now.
go in there without a hazmat suit right now.
But sits in the middle of town, and county and the city ended up with it.
Yeah, so.
okay, so next council meeting then, I will bring back, in regards to where we're gonna plan on advertising it. And I will work more on the title search, and keep on looking through all of our files at whatever we can find.
At the risk of getting throat punched by the city administrator, we will also revisit the timeline at that point.
The,
Wow.
can the advertise?
I'm just saying, I don't wanna be having this conversation in April.
Hey, don't roll that out, that's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Anybody can come in and help me if they feel the need to come through, look through some boxes.
The advertisement can say, you know, something to the effects of, more information available.
On
as-
request?
As it becomes available, I don't know.
Well, so, but all joking aside
Yeah.
though, don't let good enough be the enemy of, you know, don't let excellence be the good enemy of
Right,
good enough.
I
You know,
mean-
if we got enough to go forward, let's go forward.
I believe that, well, Patrick, you've read through this RFP. I believe that the main part of the RFP is ready to go. It's all the attachments and the appendage, all of the extra stuff, that's what I'm working on. If you guys wanna advertise it, I believe that I feel confident enough for it to go always.
Agreed.
So why don't we just figure out where we're gonna put it,
Yeah, and then that'll be the topic for next time. We're ready to
All
go.
right.
and then we'll be ready to put it up.
That doesn't mean you can't still have you continue to supplement.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, it's in a parallel, we'll have to do some of the title to get a lesser rate, and we can talk about that.
Okay,
So let's have that discussion.
alright.
The council would have to approve the rate. Yeah, pretty much, like $75 an hour versus 150. So,
Pretty cheap.
no, it's $75 an hour.
We'll ask
80.
for it.
80. That's how you're gonna negotiate.
Keep it going, it's going up.
Okay,
Anything else come before the EDA? Gone. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll
Second.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No